Commissioner Smith.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody who participated in today's event, and Pat Neal. I enjoy Pat. However, I have certain issues with this property. I'm just going to go through them. I do have a problem with the decreasing in open space by 34%, along with an increase in height to 85% for multifamily. Usually when you give an increase in height, that means you're going to have more green area, not less. So I think there's a contradiction there. We're giving it an additional density of 20.5%, which I'm fine if we could keep the open space. Because, I mean, when we're talking about out east, and we're talking about, you know, one of our goals here of strategic planning was 2050, what's left. I think we do have to look very hard at the entitlements that we've given to folks and make sure we still protect the rural nature of out east. The side setbacks on the houses are going to be 5 feet. And we're going to allow the mechanical equipment to be located within 18 inches of the property line. This is 18 inches. Less than this monitor. To mow your yard, it's going to be tough. Also, the drainage easements, 18 inches on each side. We're reducing them from 5 feet to 18 inches. In the rear, we're going from drainage easements going from 8 feet to 2 feet. You know, we're talking about making sure we can get drainage off the property. We're not going to hurt our neighbors. 18 inches on each side. Unless we make them concrete swales, it's going to be a little tough, in my opinion. So I find that this is inconsistent with Comp Plan, Chapter 7, future land use, because the houses are going to be 10 feet apart. That's from me to Commissioner Nunder. And the overhangs can be in that setback. A 2-foot setback, you know, the houses, the eaves are going to be 6 feet apart. You know, and you sit there and you go, well, that's, you know, if we're going to make these affordable housing, that'd be acceptable, right? But we don't have any affordable housing. That was in there, so we're not in compliance with Chapter 9 Housing Objective 1.2. We're going to have these wonderful village centers. We're going to have a school. Teachers aren't going to be able to live here. The average wage for a teacher in Sarasota County is around $48,000. None of the teachers are going to be living in this. The folks living or working in those community centers or in the village centers, they're not going to be living there. So they're going to be on the roads. We've increased the traffic on both Fruitville and Clark. So I mean, I think we're basically we're putting 50 pounds of building in a 5-pound piece of land, and I just think that part of our 2050 goal is to protect open space, have these villages, but make sure people can live there. It's supposed to be live work. That's what we're shooting for, but we're not doing that here. And I appreciate Mr. Neal and what he does. He does a great project. It's wonderful. I just think, and you know, and I'm looking at these modifications they're asking for. You know, the location of the northernmost access point onto Ibis Street will be redefined, could be redefined. Internal circulation will be redefined. Pedestrian circulation, sidewalks, bike lanes, trails will be redefined. Location and configuration of village centers and neighborhood centers will be redefined. Average square footage and proposed uses will be redefined. This isn't a binding site plan. This is an idea. And I'm just thinking this needs more thinking. The minimum 50-foot wide wildlife corridors, final configuration to be determined at a time of the neighborhood plans. Well, you know, the wildlife corridors are to connect to both east and west and north and south. That's where they need to be. It seems to me that the design of the plan should be, you put the wildlife corridors in to make sure you're keeping the animals be able to go east and west and north and south, and then you work around it. You don't think you're going to move the wildlife corridor. Final acreage for the developed area and open space will vary, and detailed site planning. It says if a school is determined to be required, they're going to work with school board. That may move. Number and location of boundaries of neighborhoods and neighborhood centers may be further refined. I mean, this isn't tied down. Again, this isn't a binding site plan. This is a conceptual site plan. And all these modifications and stipulations we're looking for, the only thing we're tying down today is the number of units they can have and their setbacks, and the square footage of the commercial area. So I just think more thought needs to be put into it, and I think we should really look at trying to preserve our open space and our green buffers and the swales. I mean, in the water. I know that we got brilliant engineers over there who are going to figure it out, but what we've been going through lately, anyway, I just can't support it. He's a great developer and builds a great house. Great projects. It should be a planned development, absolutely. I just think some more planning needs to go into it before I can accept it. Thank you.